You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. What's going on, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? You see the title of the video. Yeah, there's a lot of awakening going on. It's a lot of awakening because the people seeing that there's a lot of things happening in this country and outside of America. We live in a time such as never before. And there's a lot of businesses making tough decisions, people making tough decisions based on what they're seeing, and rightfully so. And so, in a couple of months from now, well, actually 3 months from now, it's the election. And there's also an election going on YouTube. Not only in the political world, the sports world, the entertainment world, also on YouTube. And now you're seeing the things I talked about. And one of the things that's going on is that the people from other places is getting your reparations. They're getting your reparations. They are having the time of their life. And not only you taking care of who you got to take care of in your household, you also have sufficient funds going to people, whether it's through the IRS, whether it's through the place you at, however it may be, people are being affected by it. And now you have a lot of ladies talking about it. You have a lot of guys talking about it. And they are looking at this situation very seriously, particularly in Georgina, where you had this particular chick jumping up and down, prancing, and a lot of women is calling her out, specifically her own calling her out in various cities. Another thing that's going on is that people is not getting with their own people. I don't know why you guys and ladies are surprised about that. I'm no way surprised. I seen a handwriting on the wall a few years back. During the shutdown, it was an uptick of people being with a significant other and not really want to be with their own. You get what I'm saying? And so tonight I will have to show about the particular stuff I was talking about. I'm just talking about what's going on now, what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing in the news. And I'm listening to the guys, I'm listening to the women. I'm looking at what's going on. People are not trusting the way this country is going. And they want answers. They want solutions. And it's getting to a point that if there's no solution, they're not getting down with what you got going on. And I could agree with that. How many of you are looking at this very serious? The change that's going on in your life, in my life, in other people's life. Being tested such as never before. So when I start seeing particular women speaking on what's going on that the men been talking about for a long time, that means the awakening is getting interesting. A rude awakening is getting interesting. Because now you have ladies from other countries who's telling the AW ladies, you're not even on their level when it comes to dealing with men, when it comes to building with men, when it comes to making a man be good at what he does, assist them, they're taking your spot now. And then most of you are getting men of various places. In most cases, it's temporarily. In most cases, it's long-term, pending how it rolls. So you're now starting to see a serious influxury of interracial relations with the opposite sex. I got a screenshot of a particular person who supposedly talked about a situation with a guy trying to get in the league, and the Ibarasi chick lied on him, and he almost did serious time. And I'm going to say this. What I'm seeing, why most brothers or so-called black men is not dealing with their own, is they looking at what's going on with people they know. They may have experienced something similar or close to it. And because of that, they're going elsewhere. So now you have celebriton ladies in the high percent, and the 1% are saying the men, particularly the so-called black men, is not even looking at them. So you have the BW giving dudes hints, and they are not even trying to link up with them, try to meet up with them. They want non-BW, and you can't fault them for that because of their experience. Whatever experience they had with the BW, because I could tell you the experience I have make me question these BWs myself and their tactics. And so I can't fault guys, whether they go about it the wrong way, the right way. They have to deal with that consequential decision. So I do myself. So do I myself and others who is going to be dealing more likely with other ethnicities. What you put in is what you're going to get out. At the same time, the shift is changing. And the AW is realizing that the men of means, the men of potential future resources, the men that's going to be all right during the storm, they're going to be dealing with the burnt of the issues. And then on top of that, how the climate is changing in these working environments. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. And so what people are doing is removing themselves from the nonsense, and you're supposed to. I'm here to tell you, you remove yourself from the nonsense. Whatever nonsense going on, remove yourself from it. Sometimes you need to get a breath of fresh air, clear the air, whatever it may be. Talk to the Lord. Be straight up with the Lord. Man can't save you. Women can't save you. People can't save you. Everybody's going through certain things. Myself and others, everybody's going through things. You don't know what a person is going through. Some people are crying out for help on the internet, off the internet. This is real talk. And people are ignoring these signs that's going on. And I'm not ignoring it because I could tell. I'm like, man, this is getting real, man. You could tell a person that's going through it. And they have every right to try to figure out what's going on. You get what I'm saying? So those who are doing what they're supposed to do, this message ain't for you. This message is really for people that is on the fence of what's going on. Because I'm here to tell you, I already know that things are getting real out here. Change is a must. Climate is a must. being around people you're supposed to be around is a must. You can't be distracted. Try not to get distracted. The sports world is going through its crisis. This country is going through its crisis. The world is going through its crisis. The birth pains is happening throughout the galaxy right now. When you go out and about, you're in a positive mood. You're chilling, handling your business. You get to see it in people's eyes, people's faces. They just like, yo, I don't even want to be on this planet right now. That's what you're probably seeing. And then the entities, they thrive off of that. They thrive off, you not getting to your full potential because they're the gatekeepers, the fallen ones. You see? All right, so without further ado, King, that's between them. You know what I'm saying? That's between them. I mean, that's between them. You get what I'm saying? I'm just going to let you come on tonight. If you want to come on tonight, I'm going to have the link. It's going to be behind the scenes. I'm going to have it set up to whoever wants to come on and talk to me about certain things. They want to get it off their chest. I'll be on 7 o'clock tonight. It's going to be behind the scenes, meaning I'm going to have it to whereas nobody knows you're on the platform. Your identity will not be revealed. So I have it to whereas I set it up. I'll be on OBS and I'll be talking to anybody that if you want to come and apologize to me on a panel, you want to apologize, 7 o'clock p.m. 7 o'clock p.m. I'm going to put the link in the chat, the StreamYard link in the chat. If you want to apologize, you want to speak your talk, I'm going to let you speak your talk, 7 p.m. Okay? And after that, I'm pivoting. I'm talking about other things because it takes a lot on your toe. When you go back and forth with people, it takes a lot on your toe, y'all, for real. It just drains you. It's not healthy. The people online watching this is getting a kick out of it. The people in the comment section, they're getting a kick out of it. You as the content creator, it drains. It wears on your body. I don't have to be cool with these people, yet as a content creator, I'm telling you that it takes a toll to talk about these things. And you, the listener, want to hear things you need to hear to better yourself at the same time. This is how it is on YouTube. I've been dealing with it for certain times. You get what I'm saying? So 7 p.m. the link will be in the chat, and I have OBS. StreamYards will not be showing, and I have it to where everybody can hear it through the mic, and we good to go. So I'm staying out of it. That's between them. He said what he said about me. They said what they said about me. I'm just going to let you, the people, have the conversation with me. You got anything you want to say to me? Now's your chance tonight. I'm going to let you say what you got to say, and I'm going to say what I got to say. We're going to get it off we're going to get it out there, and that's it. If you don't want to support people, you ain't got to tell me that. Let me say this clearly to anybody listening. Because of what's going on, if you don't want to support certain content creators, that's your decision. Respectfully, that's your decision. Because I tell you why. Because at the end of the day, hey, I'm going to do what I need to do, and you do what you got to do. So if people want to pull their support because of what's going on, y'all have your right. Y'all do what y'all do. The content creator's going to have to make adjustments and get into things that whatever they got to get into, and people will eventually support again. They'll support again. You know, right now, I'm talking about is you getting support at the place you at, the place you stay. Are you seeing changes in your environment and what you're going to do to make better decisions? Because I'm telling you right now, hey, bro, I'm going to tell you what you need to do, King. You got a car. There's two things you could do to get that money back. You're in North Carolina. You're in a busy area. Get into the app. Get into the DoorDash that it is. I call it DoorDash. Get into that. Get into the Uber. Make a few hundreds, couple of hours, a few hours or so. Make it up for the 5 days, or make it up within 7 days. You can get that money back. Because I'm at the point, right? I supported people. They supported me. We don't support each other. It is what it is. Always think, okay, I put profit in it. You didn't get a return, right? Okay, so I said, see, that's the thing. Okay, so I don't know what county you in, or what they doing construction right now. Anyway, I don't know don't say what county you in, North Carolina. I could tell you this. If you was to hit me up on Instagram and be like, hey, Ra, I don't know your situation. Don't put it publicly. You want to go to Florida? I could put you into something in Florida. If you serious, if it's something to where you're not seeing, this is my thing. See, I help brothers if they serious. You gotta make the leap of faith. If you serious and the situation in North Carolina is not, the money ain't looking right, and you like really want to make a transfer, I could put you onto a place. You pay weekly, bi-weekly. You have some type of resident. You could have your own thing, or you're going to be sharing with other people, or you might get into something, a real estate. I don't know your situation. You tell me if you want to get serious, you request me on Instagram and say, Rollo, I may consider going to Florida. Because honestly, it's tough out there in North Carolina, man, from what I'm hearing through the grapevine. That's why I said, respectfully, I know Florida and Texas is flourishing, somewhat Arizona, and that's pretty much about it. The other states is going through what I consider you're not in the clique. It's going to be hard for you to get to that serious money. I'm going to keep it real. You don't got IG? You got an email, right? Yeah, you got a Gmail. Gmail me. I can't even write in the chat right now. I'm not even near the computer. Type this down. WTHEHELLUP7. You put the 7 at gmail.com. WTHEHELLUP7 at gmail.com. For some reason, my email is not going through. Or go to, I'll put my email in the community tab. I have another email you could reach out to me at. Because people say they're sending me stuff and they can't get through. So it's better if you redo an Instagram, and you could you could do this better. Like I was about to say, you could do the Instagram thing Make a profile, quick profile. IGRAL 904. I think that's the Instagram is that. You know my Instagram. Send me a message. I send you the information. That's it. You can remove the thing. That's it. So it's like we seeing the birth pains on the eyes of the people. And now the people is starting to see it's affecting their life. It's affecting their life. And it's unfortunate because not everybody you come across is cruel. It just so happens the energy and the environment can play a role. I don't know you. I don't know you. Why are you asking me what's the IG again? Who are you? I don't know you. Are you a lady? Are you a guy? Because anybody that has to Instagram me has to show proof that they are a person, not a thing. Respectfully, I don't know who you are. And I'm glad to have my Instagram to where I approve people. I don't like my Instagram to be public. I don't know you. I don't know if you are who you say you are. People don't like to reveal who they are, and that could be an issue. You get what I'm saying? People know how I look. I don't know how they look. And I get it. Some of you do some important work. I ain't going to say what important work you do, and you cannot be on the internet. I get it. At the same time, you got to respect that I have my thing private for a reason. They send things to request, and I know they are part of that community. You got to be careful who you accept on Instagram and who you follow on Instagram. You got to be very careful. Very, very careful these days. And I get it. Some people have their thing open. Me personally, I don't like it open. It's going okay. It's going okay, meaning things are okay. Things are okay. What's up, Corey? What's up? Things are okay. And I get it. People have certain private lives. I'm going to say this, right? There's people out here that you don't know who's successful, right? Very, very successful. Even in this dark hour that we currently are witnessing in this world, don't think for a second the Most High can't put somebody in your life to change your environment. That's why I want to get away from the toxicity, because I had a person a few months back like my channel. It was a couple, and they ain't like the way the direction was going. People don't want to support toxicity. You think that you get a lot of money in toxicity? You don't. You do not get a lot of money in toxicity. If you pay attention to certain content creators that stay away from the drama, it's nothing wrong to get on the internet to defend yourself. It's nothing wrong with that. Hear me out. The thing is, you have the people in the comment section that will egg you on. And those be the main ones who would turn a leap of faith when something happens to you. We see it all the time. So you got to be cognizant. That's why I always say, I don't go by what people say. I go by the actions. people that I know view me the same way. They don't go by what I say. They go by actions. That's how we click. Not everybody's like that, okay? You see what I'm talking about? You see how people come in the chat with the nonsense? Are you seeing it, moderators? Are you paying attention? Any moderators in the building? Are you seeing what's going on? You see how these entities come in the chat? Let me get rid of this person because I'm gonna get this out of here. Got you quickly. Got you out of here. I'm gonna make Jewels get a wrench. She's gonna get a wrench. I'm going 7 o'clock, and everybody has to show themselves. If you come on, it's gonna be behind the scenes on OBS. If you come on, you have to show yourself. You have to show yourself. I'm gonna have my OBS. I'm gonna have my other device separated from the OBS so people can hear y'all through a certain microphone, okay? So if you don't show yourself, you cannot get on the show. I'm not gonna have my OBS connected to StreamYards because the service, I'm not paying for StreamYards. I looked into Zoom. I have to pay for the Pro. And I'm like, no, I don't want to pay for the Pro. I could do the one-on-one. I could do the one-on-one on YouTube live stream on my phone. The thing is, people, I got to remember, you never know how people, I've seen a lot of things happen on the internet where people have now the smarter YouTubers, when they pay for StreamYards or Zoom, you could cover the whole thing with a picture. That's a good thing about StreamYard and Zoom. You could put a photo and cover everything and still have a conversation with the people. All right, I appreciate it. If you hit the Cash App, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. So 7 p.m. Make sure everybody got 7 p.m. Make sure everybody got 7 p.m., okay? You come on, you want to talk to me, you want to talk about what's going on, you have the opportunity to do that. You want to get at me, you got an issue with me, I will have the link open. Speak your mind. Because I don't claim to know everything. I just observe, and a lot of the things I say, do I want it to happen? No. The Most High said, if I don't speak it, hear me out, in the book of Ezekiel. Because whether I did good or bad, I have to deal, at the end of the day, I have to deal with my own repercussions. Just like you guys in the chat, just like you ladies in the chat, you have to deal with your own repercussions. And everybody is dealing with their own repercussions. Content creators, people in the chat, I said this so many times, it's like a deja vu. We all have to deal with our stuff. I said this many times. And sometimes it goes one ear out the other. It is what it is. And so I don't want you to get mad at what's going on. I want you to do better for yourself because I want to do better for myself. I'm not jealous of anybody. I don't got time to be jealous of anybody. The people that are jealous is the ones who always talk favor in your ear. Remember what I just said. The people who are jealous is always talking favor in your ear. Remember, Judas spoke well of Christ the most. Judas spoke well of Christ the most than all the disciples did. And then what happened? Judas spoke well of Christ more than the other disciples. Then what happened? We know what happened. Saul spoke well of David when he slew Goliath, right? Saul spoke well of David when he slew Goliath. Then he wanted to take him out. So when people speak well of you, always think opposite. Even to the point that Pontius Pilate said, do not, the blood is in the Israelites' hands for what happens to Christ. It's not in his hands. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that man had an issue with me, right? He said what he said. If people gonna believe what he say, that's on them. I can't change your folks' mind. I can't change your folks' mind. I will say this though. I'm not jealous of anybody that got anything going on because I already done seen those things already. I already done had those things already. You got to understand. I went to Florida with $200. True story. I'm not trying to one up on anybody. I went to Florida with $200, and then within close to 3 months, my whole life changed until the situation occurred with me and such and such. It is what it is. Then I came back to New York. I didn't want to come back to New York. And then I redeemed myself, found something, people helped. I didn't talk to my family for a year for not helping me out with a situation. It is what it is. And so I redeemed myself, got a vehicle, came back in style, stayed in hotels, had a car for a little bit, and then the situation occurred. I was renting my car out to people in Jacksonville that came to visit. I was making money. I was doing my thing. I was renting vehicles on the side while somebody else was renting my vehicle. I had me a mini Maybach I rented. I rented so many vehicles, taking care of business. I was on the grind. I didn't have a place to go back to when I went to Florida. I stayed in hotels. Sometimes I stayed on the road and went to the gym, did what I was supposed to do. Okay? So if it wasn't for the incident with the chick in question, and let me explain something to you guys. Let me make this clear to you guys. That chick that lied on me did the flattery thing. Just like the chick that y'all saw me with on the internet, y'all saw she used to speak flattery, right? I didn't fall for it. I just knew something wasn't right. And so now you're starting to see everything coming to fruition. Guys, when it's your time, it's your time. The Most High seen that I was paying attention to detail. I was giving people the benefit of the doubt, and rightfully so. He said, you're going to get your answer, and I got my answer. So I'm not jealous of that man. I was happy to see that he left New York because he admitted on his own video that he was stressed out in New York. He said that in his video. Y'all heard him say that in his video. So He gonna say I'm jealous of him. That's all. It's entertainment at the end of the day, y'all. Listen, bro. Fornication. You got to understand something. There were men. There were men that had concubines, and that's what she. That's what she was. She was not a woman that was my what you consider a wife. Any woman that is of age, older than me, is concubine. It was a concubine. And if a concubine ain't committed, you kick them out. She wasn't committed. Because if I did anything wrong, the Most High will deal with me. No, the Most High dealt with me because I was not supposed to deal with her like that. And I learned, and I'm gonna tell you something. See, you don't know something, Cake Man. Cake Man, you're new to this channel. Listen, bro. I'm not supposed to be dealing with no northern chicks, no northern state chicks. Jewels, no. Corey, no. I went against my own jurisdiction. I'm not supposed to deal with no chick in no North Carolina, no Georgia, no other states except Florida and points of Texas and points of Arizona. That's it. I'm not dealing with no chicks in no other states outside of those three. Like I said, points of Arizona, points of Texas, Florida with exceptions. I'm not dealing with chicks in no other states. And because she's from the capital of Babylon, that's why I got my judgment. And I will accept that. I went against my own jurisdiction. See, you don't know me. You going with this fornication over religious nonsense. I was not supposed to deal with a New York chick or Northern State chick, period. Because those are the main ones who cause issues in my life. And they're the main ones over religious. The worldly chick who don't know the truth are more willing to help me along my journey than any religious woman you could say right now. Fornication is if you're not committed to the woman. That's what fornication is. Fornication is if you just having one night stands. You're not committed to her. That's what fornication is. And matter of fact, Google fornication. None of your business. None of your business from the detective of UP Farms. Detective UP Farms, that's none of your business. The detective of one of the members from UP Farms, that's none of your business. None of your business, the detective from UP Farms. One of the detectives from UP Farms. Let this detective keep talking. I know this person's from UP Farms. None of your business. Did I say you was a detective, Cake Man? You're not a detective. Why you putting yourself in it? If the shoe don't fit, why are you putting yourself in it? Are you now? Are you saying you are? I'm talking about the other individual. Asking me about why these states. None of your business, detective. I mean, it's so easy to see and read between the lines as somebody in UP Farms with a burn account talking like this. You see this, Corey? You see this? This person want to know this. This person want to know that. You see this, Jewels? You see I can read between the lines to somebody in UP forms, and now they want to play patty cake? One of the top observers. Now, Rollo, no disrespect. You are paranoid. I'm not associated with no one. Okay. I'm still not telling why. That's between me and the Most High. I got to be careful of what I deal with these days. I got to be very careful. I don't know you. I don't know. It's no paranoid. It's being cautious. No man, no woman, because that's got to be a woman. Because, guys, this particular person that's using a man's name is a woman. It's not a man. It's a woman. Because the woman want to know why. Guys don't care. If a guy's in New York, he ain't going to be like, oh, forget what Rollo said. I'm going to still give me some New York coochie. Or dude in Pennsylvania going to be like, yo, I don't care if Rollo don't want no Northern State chicks. That's more for me. Ain't no man gonna ask another man that type of question. That's a woman who want to be in a man's comments. So who is a chick from UP Farms talking? Or is it somebody I used to deal with? Now, we're gonna play this the right way. If you're a man, hit the Cash App. Why I say that? I even give you your money back. I tell you what, I even give you your money back. If you put 20 on the Cash App, then I apologize and say you're a man. If not, you prove it to me and my audience you're a woman using a man's account. So I even give you back your $20 because I know you need it. I'm not forcing you to support. This is to prove me a point. I would say publicly I apologize to you. Ask anybody if I ever gave their money back. Ask anybody if I ever gave them money back. I gave people back their money, whatever they give me. Stop being around the bush. Prove you are. Does sound like a scam? Both of you saying that? You know I got my moderators ready to block both of y'all, right? Because both of y'all sounding like women right now, using a man's account. How's it a scam? You see this, Corey? You see this? These are women using men's accounts. Get them both out of here. Get them both out of here. Get these two out of here. Get these two women using men's account out of here. Get them both out of here. Block them. You ladies can't even come in your own account. Got to use a man's account. Woo! Ladies, you're going to have to do better than that. You're telling on yourselves. That's why I know when it's a man talking and when it's a man, however, it's a woman using a man's account and you got dudes using women faces account. Very professional. Very, very professional. Y'all know me to give money back to these people. So they can't prove that, oh, I'm a man. Yeah, right. No man in his right mind is going to ask another man, why you choosing those states? Even Corey have enough sense to say that's Rollo's business. If he don't want to deal with no chick in New York, he don't want to deal with no chick in Pennsylvania, and he happens to want to deal with one, that's his decision. A man's going to do what a man chooses to do. And I know you're going to try to send agents to Florida. It's not going to work because I know when these chicks is from another state. I know when a chick is from Georgina or any of these messy places. I know I'm gonna make them give it away. I put every lady to a certain test that I will not discuss on YouTube. And I'm like, oh yeah, she from Georgina. Bye. Click. I remember when I was working at that particular place, chick came, act like she Floridian. I said, you Floridian? She was like, yeah. I said, what about you so Floridian? She was like, you know, I'm that city Orlandian. I said, you really actually Orlandian? Okay, name me 5 places you've been to Orlandian. She couldn't even name me 5 places. I said, name me one top spot in Orlandian that all the brothers and sisters go to. That's from Orlando. They go once or twice a year. She can't even answer that. I said, you from Georgina. Get out of my face. She said, how you know? How you know? I said, you try. Who sent you? Who sent you? She got tight. She got tight that I blew her cover that she was from Georgia. And then you had this New Yorkian trying to act like, because she was trying to face save that she was from Florida. I said, y'all be playing capping. Stop capping. Stop capping. So yeah, 7 o'clock tonight. I will put the link in the chat for people to come on and talk. Getting back to the topic, since we got these lady trolls on out of here. Thank you, Corey, Jewels, whoever knocked them off. Thank you so much for doing your work. Now, here's my thing, right? When you go to these places and they try to flatter you, don't be disrespectful. Just know that the flattering is a trap. The biggest thing that they're trying to do is flatter you. And I notice people try to flatter me and I don't fall for it. It's all a test. Before I become successful, it's all a test. Certain things that I once did, I don't do. They try to bring it to your face. They don't want you to grow up. They don't want you to be responsible. You know, they want you to be on your last luck. I don't want nobody to be on their last luck. Not even my worst enemies. However they think about me, it's affecting their lives. If they thinking negative about me, doing this and that about me, and it's happening to them, that's because of what they're saying. I'm always want to see people win. I don't care if they don't agree or not. Because when the dust settles, everything's coming out. So, get the lights up. If you support it, thank you. I'm not going to say, I'm just going to say thank you. If you supported the Cash App, thank you. Because we have too many watchers. Because what happened ever since that situation of what King said about the Jacqueline situation, I know who told it because I didn't tell it. The person that was with me, that was a concubine, said it, or somebody related the message. So that in itself, because that's why I want King to come on, because he's going to talk about these things. Because see, if those particular individuals was jealous of the hotel thing and this and that and the third, I'm like, okay, I can't do business with these people. No way I could do business with these people. And I don't rush into things. I don't care if we talk a few times, see each other a few times. I still got to make sure you're legit. Yeah, they Jewels, they got her, that chick that stayed come through, the concubine, told. I never mentioned Jacqueline's name. So for them to know, one of them told. That's crazy, yo. It's all right. Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying, if people support, they won't know. They won't know. Them days are over. I ain't saying nothing. Because that caused conflict. Because when he said he want to know about my pay stubs, that's some government stuff. That's a Fed right there. Y'all want to go to that agency? Be my guest. I'm staying away from it. Because the Most High is good. Because times I was supposed to go to that land, something always happened. He didn't want me to go. And I'm glad I didn't. Because something, Lord forbid, could have went down. Lord forbid. And the Lord said, nope, you're not catching one of mine. If other people want to be into it, let them be into it. It's crazy, I'm telling you. Because I may have some ladies come on. I know King's going to come on. Some ladies going to come on. They're going to have their talk. They're going to talk their talk. I'm going to let them talk their talk. They got questions for me. They got questions about what's going on in that land. And one particular woman said the individual was grimy. I mean, that I'm just saying allegedly. However, the things will come out. Everything will come out eventually. Of course, Corey, they are. Corey, it hasn't been the same since I've been gone. And I called it. I said the separation of business is not going to happen. Because I'm very observant. I ran a business. I know what goes on. They lined me up so the other individual could think I lined him up and his wife up. That don't make no sense. However, it makes sense to him. And all this other stuff. I'm telling you, man. And now these two going at it. I'm staying out of that. It is what it is. Because according to King, he said that he's going to talk about it. I don't know. Yeah, Jewels, there's a lot of skeptical going on. Yeah. Because King said he spent about 500. Personally, I wouldn't say too much because that gives them ammo. However, he said it. He's pissed off, have every right to be pissed off. And I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, fam, you could get that money back because, yeah, you invested something, you see sketchy stuff, you got every right to be pissed. However, man, there's times us people, we did things for people or people think you sketchy, right? That's why I don't force things. And you think about it, the individual, when he came on when we had the Pastor Rufus thing, I was shaking my head. I was nodding my head because it's like, you can't force people to do things. It's a forced situation. Yeah, 500 is a lot. That's what I'm saying. He has every right to be pissed. It is. I'm just saying he could get it back. When he get in conversation with me, I'm like, yo, young man, come to Florida, woosy do, put you onto something to make the income and get you back on your feet. Because I don't want to see him struggle because I'm not saying he's struggling. I'm saying he's saying it's not doing. I know it's not easy to do well in North Carolina. I talk to the people in Carolina. I don't say too much because that's between me and them. He just happened to talk about his publicly. So I didn't force the man to talk about it publicly. I know things ain't up to par in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, going to North Carolina, it's a different beast. It's a different beast. If you're not in Texas and Florida, for the most part, honestly, to keep it real, if you're not in Texas and Florida, it's difficult. It's a different adjustment because things are still closed and people are closed-minded in these other states. When I went to Arizona, they're not closed-minded like that. People are doing their thing in Arizona to an extent. So I got to give them their props. New Mexico is strict. New Mexico is very strict. So I'm going to leave it at that. Arizona, you could do your thing. Texas, you know, especially if you're away from the city, you'll be all right. You could go to the city, do your thing. Florida is number one. It is what it is. She says if you don't live within the range of the 1%, it's hard to make it. Yeah. It's hard because people, what it is, Jewels, it's hard for people to realize that they have to leave the environment that's no more welcoming. Sometimes we put ourselves in situations we know we're not supposed to. And we all did that. Myself, you, others, your husband, everybody made decisions, regrettable decisions, once or twice in their life. And I changed that from, okay, I made that decision. I can't take it back. However, I have time to better it. And I know he can. I'm just glad it wasn't as worse for him to the point that I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. If you think about it, do they want people to live in the streets? Do they really want people to live in the streets? You, the audience, think about that. I'm saying because we don't know if the brother is in the street. And I'm going to say this. Don't expect all the time for people to bail you out. All the time. And there's speculation that people didn't get their money back. I know if I'm a patron or something, I would give the person their money back. It's the right thing to do because you don't want it to be out there in a long call. You have bigger donors watching your platform, and this is what I learned for business. Listen to me, y'all. If a patron comes to the land or a patron is not, this is why Dow is in trouble too. Dow has been struggling lately to get certain things. You notice, not because of only the scandal, because people pull back their support big time, right? Not only because of the scandal, because of what happened to Rufus. Business-wise, Rufus was the mediocre of the business. And when they went at Rufus, they lost a lot of support. Rufus was in the business. He was in corporate. So you got to be careful how you treat your people, because you don't want people, you're not going to please everybody. I get that. I'm not saying to be a people pleaser. I'm just saying, like, business-wise, if people spending that type of money like that and you treating them like nothing, you should give them back their money. You should give them back their money. You should give them back their money. You know what I'm saying? You should give them back their money. Now the women, whew, the women been going in too. Ooh, man. When you got women talking and they got kids and you looking at them like they ain't nothing and they invest in your business and they got kids, whoo-wee. Woo! You don't want that plate on you, man. Man. So, oh, snap. It's 5:25. Okay. I thought it was about 6 o'clock. Let's get the lights up, y'all. Come on, we're having a conversation. I've been on for an hour. Get the lights up. Let's get the lights up. Waiting for the lights to get up, y'all. How the lights looking? Because I'm on the phone. How many lights we got on the computer? What the computer saying? We got to have more than 10 lights. What's going on here? Let's get it up to 15 lights. She says business thrives when you treat your customers or buyers with respect. That's why half of these shady business don't last long. Exactly. Yeah. It don't last long. You guys and ladies is what keep these content creators going. You can make us or break us. You the listener, can make us or break us. Do you know that? Just like in this country, you have the power to pull back and they will have to listen to you. That's the same thing with us content creators. Y'all could pull back anytime and they're going to listen to you. They could say whatever they want. The truth of the matter is, when you see that support ain't coming in as often as like it used to, you're going to make some adjustments. I don't care who you are. You guys is what's keeping these channels going, not me. You are. You play an important role. What could I do without y'all? And that's the same thing with companies or relationships. If one hand don't watch the other, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. That's the crazy part. And so, you send something to the Cash App? I don't know. Hold on. I don't want to get off the air and then I log off. If you send something, thank you. I don't know if I got it, honestly, because I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone, so I don't know. If you send something, I appreciate it. I'll send you an emoji. Okay? So, it's like, y'all make these things possible. And you want to be entertained. You want to learn something. You want to grow. I grow listening to y'all. And I'm humbled to know that, Lord forbid, anything can happen. We have seen this many times. And I'm not only talking about YouTube. I'm talking about life itself. We take things for granted. We do. As people, we do. Until that storm hits us, then we want to cry to the Lord. Why we ain't praising the Lord when we doing good? Can we be real? People pray for the Lord less when they're doing good. I'm not saying everybody. Don't get in your emotions. Myself. Everybody else got to keep it real, man. Because people can read between the lines when you're faking it. A lot of people don't praise the Lord when they're doing well. They praise him more when they're not doing well. When they're caught up in a situation. And most times he don't want to hear that. He don't want to hear, and I'm not the Lord, because his thoughts is not my thoughts. Okay, let's get that clear. The Lord's thoughts ain't my thoughts. I just look at it like, why we praise the Lord less when we have something? When we go through adversity, we're crying to the Lord more, begging for forgiveness. Whether we watch something we're not supposed to watch, and we know we're not supposed to watch it, and we watch it, that's our fault. The problem with the people in the world, they praising the Most High less. And that's why he takes certain things away from us. That's why he took certain things away from me back then. Because I wasn't giving him the praise he deserved when I was doing good. I only went to him when something happened to me. How many of you could testify to that? So I know it's not only me, it's other people. And you know what? They're going to use that against me. You know how these internet people going to say, oh, he said that? We're going to use that against him. Not knowing the situation. Because they're talking about themselves too. Think about Jewels, your husband, you. Congratulations to the baby you're going to have, or you already have it. Think about where you came from, where you at. Jewels, to leave Seattle to go to Texas, give the Lord praise all the time. He gave you a family now, gave you a baby. I'm glad to hear that. It brings joy to my ears to hear that. We don't have to agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I respect what's going on. It brings joy to hear that. That's news when you said that. Corey, you come from you know this to be the case, brother. I don't have yes people in my chat. I don't have yes people. People call me out behind the scenes or in the chat. Do I argue? Do I get upset? No. Do I think I'm better than them? No. I just know I've done things that people of my ilk can't believe. And I know the Most High is hearing me because his thoughts is not my thoughts. I'm just being clear. I'm being honest. I want my hands to be clean as much as possible. I want to give back as much as possible, like I used to. So when you get back to where you at, you start seeing money coming in, you start seeing things flourish, give the praises to the Most High even more. Thank him every day. It don't have to be every 5 minutes, every day. Like, Lord, I know I've done some things you may not be proud of. To still give me this opportunity, thank you. Because it could be taken away from any of us. He taught me a lot, man. He taught me a lot of my decision making. Sometimes he will let certain things happen to you to get back your attention. I was giving the Lord all the praise when I went to Florida. And then I started getting a little bit comfortable. And then you know what happened. It's something about when a man is on edge and he's not comfortable, even if he has a lady, children, respectfully, You still want to have that hunger. Can I be real with y'all? Can I be real with y'all? Men, we got to be real with ourselves. And ladies, you could say, oh, you telling the secret. The truth of the matter is, men love you more than the Most High sometimes. They love you more than the Most High. I'm going to keep it real. Any man say otherwise, he's lying. When you got that woman, you kissing her, she kissing you, you hugging her, you getting it on. You ain't thinking about God. You thinking about getting it in, potentially having kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. Be a man. Sometimes when we have a woman, we don't thank God for this woman. We think we got her on our own. Let me tell you something. You didn't get that woman on your own. There's guys out here that are millionaires, don't got a woman, never touch a woman in their life. There's guys out here that barely have anything, have more women, whether it's fornication or not. Let's be real. This man out here never had what other dudes have. And he know he ain't get that woman on his own. Because how many guys have mouthpieces and the woman still haven't come see them? Oopsie. We see that a lot, right? Respectfully, I'm not sneak dissing. I'm keeping it real. Because if a woman is into you, why she haven't seen you? Oopsie. That's the Nika Marie's talking point. So we can have a lot of things and still be alone. I'm telling you right now, look at yourself. I look at myself and I say, man, wow, the Most High is really real, because through all this, he still give me a chance. Because I'm going to tell you something. It brought tears of joy and sadness when I heard a man say, Brother Rollo, I got all this material. Brother, no woman is looking my way. All right, it's all well and good. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. We don't have to talk about it in the chat because you know they watching my chat. Let's keep it on the subject. I appreciate you letting me know. But let's stick to the subject. She says Rollo was the first content creator to make me a moderator, and ever since that, everything has been flourishing. Wow. All praise to the Lord. All praise to the Lord, to you and your husband, Joels. Wow. That's another testimony from the Most High. That's another testimony from the Most High, y'all. Wow. Wow. You don't have to apologize. Listen, you don't have to apologize. Somebody else said that he was going to talk about it. So don't apologize. Don't apologize, okay? I don't want you guys apologizing. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it as I'm disrespecting you. Because everybody's going to watch it. So it is what it is. Everybody here mostly may watch it, may not watch it. So getting back to the thing, it really hit me. It really hit me. And I want to say to everybody, to Corey, to Joel, to everybody listening, let's give God thanks in private. We're still breathing. We still have a chance to get right with him. Because no matter what, we have to deal with him in the long run. And it's not a game. And I'm not doing no fake listen, I'm learning. I'm making adjustments. He's not playing with me. He's not playing with nobody right now. Because none of us is worthy to be in the kingdom for the most part. We have done some shady things we're not proud of. Or people accuse you of doing shady things. Let the dead bury the dead. Let me explain that. Let me explain to you something about that. You know what when the scripture said let the dead bury the dead, that doesn't mean somebody dying. That means whatever they got going on, let them deal with it. Don't get involved. That means the debt-based mindset. Because people will say, let the dead bury the dead. That means you're dead. No, it doesn't mean that. People are dead, bury the dead is what you're seeing walking around you. If that makes sense. Because when you look at that scripture, you're thinking about a burial, a funeral. No. Whoever you're not supposed to deal with, let them be. Let the debt-based mind deal with the debt-based mind. It's crazy because I came across Brother Rollo's channel through those other guys, and it has never been the same. Once Brother Rollo gave me and husband recognition. Yep. Corey said, yep, the Most High is nothing to be played with. Yeah, he's not. He's not at all. He's not at all. Absolutely. And I'm just saying, like, you got to let them be. Let the dead bury the dead. Let them do what they do. You don't want to be in that situation. You don't want to be in a debt-based mind, a retrobate mind. We got things we need to work on in our spirit. We have to be true to God more, and we have to give God more praise when we're doing well. So when we go through adversity, He's going to remember you praise him for giving you life, opportunity to see, hear, talk, mingle with each other. It's very difficult. Listen, it's hard to deal with people. I get it. I get it. I truly get it. I truly, truly get it. It's hard to deal with people. I truly get it. But I thank the Most High that he used me to help people to get to where they at. That motivates me even more. Because somebody can hear this message that's going through something. They don't want to hear the drama. They want to hear this, and they're like, you know what? I don't have to agree with Rollo. I'm going to look into what Rollo say, and I'm going to go based off that. Corey says, Rollo, you definitely changed my life as well. My attitude towards life and how I see the world differently. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, Corey. A lot of you I have talked to or communicated with at times. Because you have other people say I don't communicate with my supporters. I do communicate with my supporters. I just keep it private. I keep it private. And sometimes I could get on their nerves or they get on my nerves. Or we get on each other's nerves for good reasons. And that's a good thing. That's healthy. You don't want no pushover relationships. Who wants to be in a pushover relationship? That's not to say to be disrespectful. You know? So let them say what they say about me. I want them to do what the Lord is telling, because the Lord is showing me I don't want you to be these people. I don't want you to be around people that you make one mistake, they're gonna ditch you or claim to make you make one mistake. And that's true. Joel says Rollo changed our lives, and that's facts. Brother Rollo was the one encouraging us to get out of those northern states, and everything flourished after that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Even the people I don't rock with no more. Look what happened. You see? I made the set individual go to Florida. Y'all know who the set individual is. He never been to Florida. When I went to Florida, he met up with me in Florida. Why he mentioned the location beats me. Then he's talking about we're not supposed to talk about locations, yet you mentioned the location we at in Florida. Me, I already know we good. Ain't nothing gonna happen to us. It's just that people they need to know that. If you don't want people to know, being you a big YouTuber, I'm just saying. He went to Florida when I wasn't in Florida, and then he met me in Florida the second time. And he said it out of his own lips. Florida is the spot than anywhere else in America. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You heard it in the video. So, hey, everything sometimes is seasonable. Certain things is long term. You get what I'm saying? I did things. I show people even the other sides of YouTube. Get together. Do something together. That was the Lord's doing. Now you got brothers like Don Godito, the Kevin Kellys, the B Triple X, you guys in the chat. They doing pretty good. They took what we taught, put it in their lives, better their situations, and they traveling the world, living good. So it's good to have people coming in that I'm seeing for the first time. Thank you all so much. I'll see y'all at 7 o'clock tonight. So I will send the emojis if you send something to the Cash App. Thank you for tuning in. I know everybody gonna want to see what's going on over there. So it is what it is. All praises to the Most High. I see y'all 7 o'clock. People will come in and talk their talk. All right. See y'all then. Peace.